was just kind of drawn all my life. And I grew up in a small town, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and nobody was doing anything remotely close to being a cartoonist or a comic book artist or an animator. So I had to be kind of a dreamer. It was like an escape for me to read a comic book or to watch cartoons. It was a comic book shop in my neighborhood. Well, it actually wasn't a comic book shop, it was a coin shop. And he had some comics in there. It was like right next to a pawn shop. And my neighborhood was really crazy at the time. It was like the height of the crack epidemic, so it was just wild. Like, a lot of my friends were selling drugs or, they were getting locked up. It was a lot of stuff. So this little shop in that neighborhood was like a beacon for me. So I would go there every single day. I couldn't even buy comics, I didn't have any money. But I would go in there and just look at the books. And so the guy that worked there, one day he was like, he said, do you draw or anything like that? I was like, yeah, it's funny you asked, I do draw, but just for me, I never showed anybody my work. So I took the back of the comic book and I drew, I think it was a Cloak and Dagger drawing, it was my first drawing, and I brought it in for him to see it. And he paid me like $1.50 for it. So I bought a comic book, and then I took the back out of that one, and I drew another picture, and I brought it to him. He gave me $1.50, and this became a thing. So after a couple of weeks, he's like, hey guy, you can't do this all the time. How about once a week or something like that? I was like, all right, cool. But that was a big inspiration for me because just the fact that he paid me for a drawing, I was like, oh man, maybe I have something.